And I want to start. Okay, I want to start. Okay, it's at 3:30, so I want to start. I just want to remind you that in the last time we talked about technologies, 6 trends of technologies with your presentations, right? Okay, it was great. Your presentations, all presentations were great. Okay, so we have pretty good sense about technological trends. Okay, technological trends these days. Okay, so in the previous ones we talked about external, internal analysis. Okay, external analysis we cannot control. Internal analysis we can control. External analysis is all about pastel, portal spider, policy smoother, SWOT, something like that. Okay? Internal analysis, okay? We talked about resource-based view. Then we talked about 6 trends of technological trends, video presentations. Okay? And this time we are gonna talk about technology again, but different perspective. Okay, in the business perspective, how to look at technology. Okay, so we have great sense about the current trends of technology. Okay, we don't understand 100%. Nobody can understand like that. Okay, about the technologies, but we have good taste. Okay, we know this is very important technology. Then we are gonna talk about very, the business perspective. Okay, today. Okay, so today's topic is very simple. Very simple. Okay, in the business perspective, where this technology is coming from, it is very important. Okay, where is it coming from? People, people, huh? Human being, people create technology, and the networks, the relationship between people. Okay, and networks create technology. So we are going to talk about these two sources of technology. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're going to talk about a couple of theories, but these theories are very, very simple. So if you read the textbook, and you can understand very, very easily. Okay. All right, Jacob cannot lock it away. I'm not sure. I don't have any clue about it. He can access to the web conference, the canvas, and probably he can directly get into this video conference. Yeah, let me see. Yes, please let him know. Let him know. You can just directly access Canvas without any email, and directly access Canvas. Just find the conference. Let's try. Okay. So let's talk about technology. Okay, technology. Okay. Before we talk about technology, I just want to make sure everyone is ready to go. Your audio, video, everything's okay. Please let me know. Say yes. Okay, thank you, Tori. Thank you, Lois. Brandon. Okay, Dominic. Brandon, thank you so much. Okay, great. All right. Okay, so let's go. All right, so my announcement this time. I just want to make sure our schedule is exact same as the schedule on the syllabus. Okay, so we are going good. Okay, so we are going to talk about 3 topics, 3 chapters. Right, recognizing a firm's intellectual asset today. Okay, technology today, and chapter 5, 6, business level and corporate level strategy. These 2 chapters these two chapters are the fundamental idea of strategy management discourse. Okay? So when you read chapter 5 and chapter 6, okay, read it very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. Okay? These two chapters are the central idea of discourse. Okay? So it is talking about the generic strategies. So please read these chapters very, very carefully. Okay? Then we wanna do like an exam presentation simulation again. So we wanna do one more cycle. Okay? Alright, then we can start with chapter 4 with the warm-up keys. So please go ahead in your canvas under the quiz. Yeah. Right now, chapter 4 warm-up keys is available. Okay, chapter 4 warm-up keys. Please go ahead, canvas. And chapter 4 warm-up keys, please take it. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. But when you're done, please let me know. Okay. Okay, anybody needs more time, please let me know. Anybody needs more time, please let me know. Okay, so let's talk about technology things. So again, once again, basically we are talk about the sources of technology, people, and non-networks of people. Okay, that's it. A very simple topic. Okay? Number one, in the current economy, reliance on the three traditional financial statements, income statement, balance sheet, and statement of cash flow has increased through. Anybody? Please. Is it true or false? All right, false. And Dominic says true. Okay, Jacob, why false? So Dominic says it's true, and Jacob says false. Okay. Anybody false? Yes, we are talking about number one. Anybody, is it true or false? In the current economy, traditional financial statements. Okay. Dominic says it's false. It decreased. Okay, Tori. Tori says it decreased. Why? So why? All right, why false? Okay, has decreased. The reliance on the financial statements have decreased. Why? Why many people? Why many people don't like traditional financial statement? Okay, a lot of your business are based heavily on debt financing. Okay, you are getting close, but I'm not sure what you are mentioning about debt financing, Dominic. Anybody else? Actually, debt financing. Actually, that is also included in this financial statements, Dominic. It is very important part of this financial statements, debt financing. Okay? So these financial statements actually appropriately reflects how corporations rely on the debt financing. Okay? So think about it, Dominic, okay? In a different way. Why many people don't like this, don't trust in these financial statements these days? Anybody, please? Okay, but Jacob mentioned implement knowledge, technology is now more important than financial education. Okay, great. Yeah, great. Very insightful. Okay. So knowledge, technology, intellectual assets, all of these words are interchangeably used. So we just use the way. Just knowledge is technology. So technology, knowledge, whatever. Okay. All right. These days, okay, the knowledge, technology is more and more important. Okay, to predict future future profits. Okay. But these three traditional financial statements, income statements, balance sheet, and statement of cash flow, these are all about what? Dominic? Yes, the past. Okay? The past. These are records. That means these are all about past, the past. Okay? But these days, think about that. If you are in the IT industry, technology industry, high-tech industry, your technology is very, very important. Okay? And this technology, okay, is not included in this financial statements appropriately. Right? Then people, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Then we need some newer, better measure of team valuation. Okay, people use many things these days. Okay? So that's why this traditional financial statements has decreased. Okay? Technology actually makes it decrease. Okay, Dominic, great. Okay. All right, number two, the creation of new knowledge involves the continual inaction of explicit and tacit knowledge. True or false? It's very true. Explicit and tacit. How do you distinguish between these explicit and tacit knowledge? Anybody? Please go ahead. How do you distinguish this? Explicit and tacit knowledge. Please tell us. How do you distinguish this? Please, anybody tell us. How do you distinguish explicit tacit knowledge? All right, explicit is everywhere, tacit is implied knowledge. Very close. Very good. Very good. So explicit knowledge is simply speaking, you see it, you touch it. These are explicit knowledge. Okay? You can read it, you touch it, you see it. These are explicit knowledge. And tacit knowledge, you cannot see it, you cannot touch it, you cannot be qualified. Okay? You cannot qualify it. Okay? You cannot read it. This is a tacit knowledge. Many people say tacit knowledge is a kind of know-how. Know-how. Okay? So explicit knowledge, it can be codified. It can be documented. Okay? So these are explicit knowledge. And tacit knowledge, you cannot do it. Okay? So please distinguish this. All right, number three. The 300-degree evaluation system addresses many of the limitations of traditional approaches to evaluating human capital. True or false? All right, number three, is it true or false? All right, it's true. So Emma, what is it? 300-degree evaluation and feedback system. What is it? Please tell me, tell us. What is a 360-degree evaluation system? Anybody, please tell us. What is the 300-degree evaluation feedback system? Oh, the evaluation and feedback system. What is it? Okay, MSS is a way to rate a person's performance. Okay, and Dominic is typing something. Anybody else? What is 360-degree evaluation and feedback system? What is it? All right, great. Universal approach. Both self-evaluation and those around the employee. Dominic said, the 360-degree evaluation feedback system is all about the evaluate by what? Many people, many dimensions. Okay. So as a result, you have a more diverse opinions. Yes, great. Right. So simply speaking, 360-degree evaluation and feedback system is what? Evaluate someone, okay, by all the people. All the people. So Emma is not your superiors. Okay. You are evaluated by me, your teammates, your classmates. Okay? These are 360-degree evaluation system. Okay. So think about me. Okay. Example. Okay. I am evaluated by the dean of the business school. This is just traditional evaluation system. Okay. But it has a lot of limitations because dean doesn't know very well about me. Dean doesn't directly observe what I'm doing in the class, okay? What I'm doing in my research, something like that. But you know it, my students, you know it. Then you evaluate it about me. Okay? And also, Dean evaluating and my co-workers evaluating. Okay? Then it will be better evaluation about me. This is 360-degree evaluation and feedback system. All right, better? Okay, number 4, the workforces that reflect demographic changes will become more homogeneous. No, it's not true. It's more and more heterogeneous. Okay? Diversity. Okay? And regarding to gender, race, okay? Ethnicity, and nationality. Yes. Okay? People are more and more diversity in these days. Okay? Number 5, unique bundles of resources can contribute to employee competitiveness. Yes, it's very true. Very true. Okay? Number 6, social network analysis. I talked about this. Okay? Two sources of technology, people and networks. And social network analysis is an analysis about network. Social network analysis can be used to help identify groups and clusters, yes, of individuals that comprise the network, individuals who link the cluster, yes, and other network members, yes, very true. This is a definition of social network analysis. Number 7, the management of intellectual property (IP) involves, besides patents, contracts with confidentiality and non-compete clauses, copyrights, and the development of trademarks. Okay, is it true? Very true. Okay. And number 8, dynamic capabilities. Okay, this is one of the theories. Okay, very simple theory. Dynamic capabilities. Simply speaking, dynamic capability theories, you have external environments. Okay? You have external environments. Okay? Your experimental environment is changing. Okay? Then you scan, monitor your external environment. You find investment opportunities. Then to obtain these investment opportunities, you create new knowledge. Okay? New technology. Then get it. Okay? If you do this very well, you have competitive advantage. You are doing better than others. Okay? So consistency between external environment and your technology. Okay? If you are doing this very good, you have competitive advantage. This is the theory of dynamic capabilities. So number 8, dynamic capabilities include the ability to sense and seize new opportunities, generate new knowledge, and reconfigure existing assets and capabilities. Yes, it's true. This is a definition of dynamic capabilities. Okay. All right. So we're done. We're done on the keys. Any question, comment, concept? So can I move? Okay, let's go. All right. Okay, so Chapter 4 is all about technology, knowledge, intellectual capital. Okay, so we are going to talk about people because technology is coming from people, human capital, social capital, networks of the human, okay, people, and social network analysis. We are going to talk about technology and dynamic capabilities. Okay, so very simple topics. Okay? We are here, chapter 4. Okay? So next time, we're going to talk about chapter 5 and 6. Okay. The central ideas of strategy management. Please read them very, very carefully. Okay. Right, class activity. We're not going to have a team meetings today, but I want to talk about appropriate technology for your class activities today. Okay. Because this is very interesting topic. Okay. We talked about 6 technological trends. Okay. The last time. Very, 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 very expensive technologies, actually. Okay. All right, look at this picture. So, anybody tell me, anybody tell us what you're seeing? Please describe this picture. Anybody? Please go ahead. Anybody please tell us what you're seeing in this picture. Please describe the picture.
Looks like they're transporting something using a round container. Maybe it's water or something.
Okay. So Braden says, okay, Jacob says easier way to transport liquid, and Braden says this water containers. So is it looking like a water container? Yeah, Lois is typing something. Dominic says it's tired, man. Yes. Looks like he filled the floor through with the water and using it to bring water more efficient. Yes. Yes, exactly. Okay. So this is a town in Africa, in some countries in Africa. Okay. And this guy, this boy actually, this boy has to travel 2 hours to reach a water source every day. Every day. 2 hours one way. So, and this boy usually bring 2 buckets, empty buckets, and throw 2 hours work for 2 hours, and get reach the water source and get some water, and then return 2 hours again. So 4 hours of walking. Okay. Then think about that. When he bring 2 buckets of water, and then a lot of spilled waters too. So the shape in this water tank, it looks like a tire, okay, but it's a water tank with a lid. This is the invention of MIT professors. Okay? Genius invention. Because in this town, in this village, there's no gas, no electricity. All right. So any technology, any expensive, any fancy technology cannot work. Okay. So it was a problematic. Then MIT guys work on it. Then this water bucket is the invention from the MIT. It is working. Okay. This boy is very happy. It reduced a lot of his work. Okay? Reduced a lot of his work. Okay? And it reduced a spilled water, not travel. Okay. All right. So we say this is the appropriate technology. Appropriate technology. Okay? The appropriate technology is a efficient, effective, and efficient technology that resolve your problem, your issues. Okay. So why many people these days are interested about appropriate technology? Because appropriate technology reduce your cost and also increase, okay, product differentiation. And then you have competitive advantage. Okay. So think about this water bottle. Okay. Think about this water. It reduce cost a lot. This boy is happy. And also it has product differentiations. Okay. Better product. If a fancy technology is provided in this village, probably that technology doesn't work. Okay. And this simple cheap technology is working. This is an example of appropriate technology. Okay? This concept can be applied in your job too. That's why I mentioned about I represent this appropriate technology, okay, in your job. Okay? When you think about technology, it can be a very fancy, expensive, like a resource, management systems and softwares and some, fancy computers, hardware, something like that. But actually, technology can be anything that resolve your issues. This is a technology. Technology in your job doesn't need to be doesn't need to be the technology you think of. Okay? Technology can be any form. Okay? Technology can be anything. Okay? All right. So think about this concept of appropriate technology. Okay, don't forget about it. That when you are in your job, okay, you can use anything to resolve your issue. This is appropriate technology. Then you can reduce cost, increase product differentiations. Then what? You have competitive advantage. Okay. Probably some of you remember that Angus MacGyver, the film in the 1980s, 1990s. Okay. Anybody remember Anybody knows this film? Angus MacGyver? Right? Emma knows it. Ooh. Yes. All right. So MacGyver. Okay, we can just watch this. Mm, let's try this. It's very interesting. This was one of my favorite too. Okay. All right. This is MacGyver. Okay. And this guy is a special agent. Okay. But he has what? Gun phobia? He doesn't touch the gun. Okay. He was afraid of that. Then he used anything around him to solve his issues immediately. So in this film, you cannot see, the scene that the actor, shoot the gun or use some fancy technology. He uses something like a chewing gums and some wires from this, chair, and the copies and something like that. But he used this technology to resolve his issues. Right? It is comparable to James Bond, 007. 007. Think about that. Very fancy example, fancy technology, expensive technology. Okay? But James Bond, MacGyver, both actually solve issues. Okay? If you solve issues with a reduced cost, it's the best. Okay? That's why people, you know, are crazy about these days. That approved technology is a big, big topic in the management. All right, this is about today class activity. Now we can just move to the simple lecture of technology. So, intellectual capital, we talked about human capital and social capital. The sources of technology, human and networks. That's why we are going to talk about human and capital. All right. This is the ratio of market value to book value. Okay. So financial statements about what book value. Okay. Market value is your stock market. Okay? Then the book value, for example, Apple 100 and market value 600. Wow, 6 times. Where is difference coming from? Ratio of market to book value. Okay. This is simply speaking, many people just say Q ratio. Okay. No, not many people, use this ratio of market to book value. Actually, just simply speaking, many people just Q ratio. So Q ratio means ratio of market to book value. Okay. So 6 times rate of market value. Why? Because Apple's technology, Apple's future value. Okay. Book value look at the past. Market value look at the future. Okay. And many people, more and more people use these evaluations. Market value. Okay. Future value. Okay. Better measure. better evaluations. Right, knowledge management, we talk about explicit, tacit, okay? Codified, documented, easily reproduced, explicit. Tacit knowledge, you can see it, you can touch it, something like know-how. This is very important these days. All right, tacit knowledge, this is very important. Tacit knowledge doesn't need to be a very fancy and updated technology. Right? Tacit knowledge, know-how can be very old. Okay? Anything. Okay? Tacit knowledge. Human capital, probably you talked about these topics in your HR class. Okay? So it's a I'm not sure, but human capital basically attracting people, developing people, retaining people. How to do it? Okay. Why we care about human capital, people? Because people create technology. Okay. And attracting human capital, the idea is this: hire for attitude, train for skills. Okay. So many corporations know this. Hire for attitude, train for skills. Okay. Usually, many corporations provide an opportunity to train all the employees again for their needs. Right? Hire for attitude, train for skills. Many employers use this. Okay? Then you can think about your job market too. Okay? Your seniors. Right? In your job market, your employers, future employers are looking at what? Your skills? Probably not. Looking for what? Attitude. Okay. Job seeker. As a job seeker, you focus on what? Your attitude. Okay? You can show your attitude for future employers. Then you have a better probability to have a job. Okay? So strategically think about this. Okay? So attracting human capital. This is a perspective of your employer, but you can use this for your job seeking too. Developing human capital, we talked about 360-degree evaluation here. Okay, so better evaluating human capital helps training and development of human capital. 300-degree evaluation feedback system, we talked about it, and retention mechanisms. In this topic, I want to talk about non-financial rewards. Okay? Financial reward is very important. Even in my case, okay, financial reward was very important. But at some point, until some point, there is a saturated point for the financial reward. So financial reward, better seller, okay, important, and some point going up, and some point it's a stop. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay with the how much I get. If I have more than like somebody says 6-digit figures, I'm okay, something like that. Then financial reward doesn't work a lot after this saturation point. Okay? Then non-financial reward is working. Something like your reputation, recognition, and relationships, something like that. Respect. Okay? So you need to think about non-financial rewards too. Okay. Right. This is pretty much about human capital and social capital. Simply speaking, networking. Okay. So networking analysis is something like that. Social network analysis. Look at this. We have how many people? George, Murray, Bill, Frank, Susan, Fred. Okay. Then, who is the most important person in this network? How do you think about it? Anybody? Who is the most important? Okay, please tell us. Anybody? Who is the most important in this network analysis? Bill? Okay. The volume of networks. Probably Bill as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Frank, how about the Frank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, Frank has 7. So, in a Jacob's perspective, probably Frank is the most important. Okay. Anybody else?
I mean, it could be anybody because just because you have more connections in terms of numbers doesn't really say that anything in depth. It's just the quality of network you have, I guess. So you could argue either way, in my opinion.
Okay, so Bill who says anybody can be, but the quality of connections. Okay, Marie. Okay, Jacob says Marie. The quality of connections. Think about that. Bill who has a good point. Okay, Marie. Without Marie, it is a big problem because these people are not connected. Okay? Actually, Marie has what? 1, 2, 3, 4 connections. Okay? Less number of connections, but Marie connected these groups, all of these groups. Okay? So Marie is also important. That's your point, right? Okay? So Marie, we say this is structural whole. Structural whole. Without Marie, we have very fragmented networks. So Marie is important as a structural whole. And Frank is important too. Okay? Jacob mentioned about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. Frank are connected. So in the volume of connections, Frank is mostly. Okay? So Marie and Frank and some other people are important too. This is why we analyze social networks. So there are multiple dimensions of social networks. The volume of connections, the structural whole of network, okay? Something like that. Okay? So multiple dimensions means we cannot say this is the most important in any sense. We cannot say like this. Okay? We should consider multiple dimensions of social network. So based on this analysis, okay, Marie is important because she is taking care of the structural whole. And Frank is important because Frank has most the what's the greatest volume of networks, something like that. Okay? And Fred, long of is problematic. It doesn't contribute a lot. Okay? So this is why we do social network analysis. Okay? Better understand the networks between people. Why we care about the social network? Because social network, relationships of people create technology. Okay? All right, so we talked about the structural whole, bridging relationships and closure relationships. So you just read this and you can understand that. Social capital limitations and probably two things not invented here. Many people have inertia. Okay, especially for the things okay, you didn't invent. External idea, external knowledge. They don't like it. Okay? It's a inertia. And also there's a groupthink issues. Okay, no diversity. Okay, it's a problem. As a manager, you need to think about this. This is protecting intellectual assets. We talked about intellectual assets with some, with my papers. Okay? Then dynamic capabilities. I talked about this. Okay, external environment, consistent with external environments, you create your knowledge and get business opportunities. Okay? This capability, if you do it very well, you have competitive advantage. Okay? Dynamic capabilities include internal process, routines, strategic decision making, alliances, acquisitions, many types of knowledge. Okay. All right. This is pretty much about chapter 4. Okay? Chapter 4. Any question, comment, concern about chapter 4? All right. So if you don't have any question, concern, okay, the next time we're gonna talk about chapter 5, business level strategy, the most important topics in this course. So please read it very carefully. Okay, very carefully. And also for the next time, I want you to participate, okay, more actively in the discussions. Okay. All right. Any concern, any question, any comment about chapter 4 before we go? So everyone's ready? It's good? All right. Then I will see you on Wednesday. Okay? We are going to talk about chapter 5 on Wednesday. Okay? All right. See you guys. I'm going to see you on Wednesday.